So if you pay a home inspector like me to inspect a property you're looking to buy, we're going to be looking at a lot of important things, but you're going to care about a lot of other things beyond what we're looking for. I'm going to take some time in this video to go over what's really important when you're looking for a new home and what's not so important so that you can make a wise decision. And by the way, every realtor on the planet would agree with everything I'm about to tell you. Stay tuned. Okay, so as a home inspector, my main job is to be concerned with the safety, the durability, so structural integrity, and the functionality of a home. And that's what our clients pay us to inspect for them. They want to make sure that the house they're about to spend a lot of money on over a lot of time is in good overall condition, and if not, that they can figure out ways to improve those things or negotiate before they move forward with the deal. But beyond what we look at, there are obviously going to be a lot of other factors that come into play for you as a potential new homeowner. And when I say new, I don't mean a brand new home, I just mean a new home to you. So it might be a 100-year-old home, in which case, obviously, your expectations are not going to be the same as they would be for a brand new home. And that's important to understand because as inspectors, we only hold homes to standards at the time they were built, not to modern standards. A lot of times things are grandfathered in, but we're going to still go ahead and recommend that you at least consider upgrading to the extent possible to make sure that the home is brought as close as it can be to modern standards within reason. We obviously want it to be as safe for you and your family as it can be. Now, in the real estate world, you've probably heard location is everything. And there's a lot of truth to that. Obviously, where you live is hugely important, and you may make that determination for yourself based on proximity to work or family or the culture. You might be a big city person or a country rural person, but there are a lot of different things that come into play. Your location also determines things like your school district, which is especially important if you have kids, your property tax rates, your proximity to entertainment. A lot of different things come into play with location. So once you have nailed down the location that's right for you, then I want to go over with you from that point what types of things you should be concerned with and maybe not so concerned with. So you should be concerned with the things we're concerned with. Is the house safe? Is it structurally sound? And is it in good working order? Are your major systems and components like your heating system or your cooling system, the roof structure, are all those things in good shape? Obviously, some of those things can be big expenses and big unexpected cost. So once those things are all good and the home is going to be safe for your family to live in, then things like layout. Depending on your family circumstances, you might need a certain number of bedrooms or bathrooms, and you might prefer an open floor plan versus a more closed off, cozy type. And storage. Storage is a big one that especially younger people and first-time home buyers often don't really take into account. My wife and I didn't. I know years back when we were first home shopping, and we regretted that really quickly. So now storage is of huge importance to us. We would never buy a property now if it didn't have ample storage space for us. And obviously your storage needs get bigger as you accumulate more things over time and you get older. So location, layout, the things we look for, and then storage is a big one for a lot of people. But what not to be concerned about, and this is big. This is actually the main reason I'm making the video, is because we hear a lot of clients saying things in the background, talking to family members, and we hear things from realtors about what they experience. A lot of people, believe it or not, if a home they go to see doesn't look exactly the way that they'd want it to, down to the paint colors on the walls, the colors and types of carpeting, even the furniture that they know isn't staying with the property. If the house doesn't look exactly the way they'd want it to, they're out. It's just, take me to another property, I'm done here. I want to encourage you look past that and don't have that attitude. You need to be able to picture the house without those things. You're going to bring your own things in. Paint colors are really easy to change and often pretty inexpensively. And if you're a decent painter, chances are you can do it yourself. And even other things, cosmetic issues, you can update all of that over time. As long as the house is in a good location for you and it's in good working order and safe, you can really take your time to update a lot of those other things. So be concerned with the things that really matter, the things I just went over. Don't get too caught up in things like cosmetic issues or if the house seems a little outdated. That stuff in the grand scheme of things is really not all that important. So I'm not trying to tell anyone watching here, obviously, you know, it's your choice. You're completely free to take into consideration whatever you want to when you're home shopping. But I can tell you from experience, personally and with what I do for a living, that the things I just went over are the things that you should or should not be very concerned about to make a wise investment in whatever home you're looking to buy.